So dial it up, don't hold back your rage. We're flipping the script, let's turn the page. From gripes to giggles, we'll find the groove. On this call-in show, we've got something to prove. What's bugging you? Let it fly. We're here to vent, no need to be shy. Shout out your worries, let's make some noise. Together we'll turn those frowns into joys. What's bugging you? Let it fly. We're here to vent, no need to be shy. Shout out your worries, let's make some noise. Together we'll turn those frowns into joys. What's bugging you? Let it fly. We're here to vent, no need to be shy. Shout out your worries, let's make some noise. Together we'll turn those frowns into joys. What's bugging you? Let it fly. We're here to vent, no need to be shy. Shout out your worries, let's make some noise. Together we'll turn those frowns into joys. What's bugging you? Let it fly. We're here to vent, no need to be shy. Shout out your worries, let's make some noise. Together we'll turn those frowns into joys. Into joys.
And here we are. So tell us what's pissing you off. Tell us what's bugging you. Tell us what's making you crazy. Telling us what's bugging you. Because there's a lot of stuff bugging me. But it's not about me right now. It's about you. Give us a call. Let us know if I get out of hand. My producer is close and she will keep me sane-ish. And we can make this happen. If you don't like the squirrels, I could put me on the screen, but you trust me, you want to see the squirrels more than you want to see me. And not to mention I didn't shave today. So anyway, so if you're really that that's me. And you saw me. All right. So anyway, what's bugging you? I'll tell you what's bugging me. If you want to know, most of what's bugging me is regulations. I get real tired of regulations. It seems that that's the biggest problem with our government right now is regulations. And there's never any such thing as good regulations, as best as I can tell. So tell me what you think. You can call me. You got my number. I'm trying to do this and promote it at the same time. This is my first day at this little What's Bugging You gig. So we'll see how it goes. And I don't think I don't even know what day this is. Is this Wednesday or Thursday? But there's got to be something out there. It's really hard to do this by myself because I feel like I'm talking to myself, and typically I don't do that most of the time. I try not to, but we've had a lot of wrecks here where I'm from. Kind of getting tired of that. I mean, we already know what causes the wrecks, who causes the wrecks, and when we need lights and when we don't need lights. We got a, I think we've got a problem with our local sheriff's department where I live. We have a little person that hates freedom and free speech, and he tried to go after a guy that didn't ask for any money or anything. He just was saying pray for the homeless vets. Now he is kind of a dickhead, and he only does it to find out if he can. I don't. I know that he sues these police departments, and that's a pretty shitty thing to do. And he did it to Lake Placid. I don't think he sued Lake Placid yet, but he's probably gonna try. Uh, but the sheriff sergeant, I think he was a sergeant. He was wrong, dead ass wrong on what he did. So I don't know. What's bugging me is I don't notice that I'm so happy with the Silk Road guy getting pardoned because that dark web thing is a problem, and he was probably doing illegal shit on it. But I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about the Silk Road. If my friend Sean, the lawyer, would come on here, he would be able to tell me more about it. But I don't know what the Silk Road thing's about. I'm all about freedom and everything else, but I'm also, as a person that's used Tor in the past, I know that there's some crazy shit that goes on there. It's almost like it's a browser. It's just a different type of browser. If you're not familiar with Tor, um, it can get crazy dirty in there pretty quick. Um, so I don't know. Call me if you want. I can sit here and play music all day long too. No matter to me. And as long as I got this cigar, I'm good to go. I don't care. It would just be more fun if somebody would come in and pop in and say something. But I'm not overly exciting of a person. I try to be. I used to be. Back when I was younger. But I'm not. I'm not such a wild and crazy guy anymore. Now I'm a little bit more serious, and things bother me. I'm interested in what other people think about the pardons between Biden and the pardons between Trump. I think that I would have lost 100% faith in Trump if he hadn't have pardoned the January 6 people. That's just me and my opinion. Quite frankly, I don't understand how. Uh, I guess because if you were the president, you can do whatever the hell you want. But I was kind of shocked that Biden pardoned his whole family and then the January 6th committee and all of that. And that's because the January 6th committee was a bunch of criminals. But I think we all know that. So if you're in Lake Placid, Florida, and you're local and listening, what's bugging you? And I'm pretty sure I got my number right. Yep, I wrote the number down right. So you can call me. My wife has no idea I'm doing this. My wife is also known as my producer. I'm doing this and I've got potatoes in the oven at the same time. So tell me what you think. And there's got to be something pissing you Lake Placid people off. Or Sebring people. Just Highlands County in general. There's something's got to be going on. I don't. I think that the people in Lake Grassy since we pay for memberships and everything, they ought to come over here and clean our canals out, or at least tell us who to call to clean our canals out, because you can't really fish back there. So we need somebody to come and clean our canal out. That's not going to charge us an arm and a leg. And if you need a good car mechanic, there's Sheldon over there by the old Rodney's. Rodney's, he's a good guy. Sheldon's a good guy. I think he's still recovering from hip replacement though, but maybe not. He's got a good guy working there for him in the shop now. Rodney's gas prices are down under $2 again, which is the first in I think a week and a half. So what's going on, people? I can play music. I can DJ this shit all day long. Just tell me what you want to do. And it's cold here in the Lake Placid area. Could be better, could be worse. It's crazy times, and my partner took off on me early because he had to go to work. So it's just me and you and anybody that's willing to listen, and that's obviously nobody. But you know, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this by myself if I have to. I filmed those squirrels the other day out there in my backyard. They're friendly little critters. Had a couple of them trying to break into the back porch yesterday, twice, and then trying to break into the shed room at least twice. So we're gonna have to build a fortress around the Studio B out there. But it's a little bit too chilly to be out there now. I just took my thermometer outside on to our outside Obscure Destinations Outdoors studio, and I need to go out there and check and see what it says. I'm pretty sure it's in the 40s out there right now, which is better than it could be. It could be worse, but you know, it's I don't know. Till you can find out what's bugging you, I'll come up with something. Here we go. Let me see here. This is a Marine playing his violin. This is absolutely beautiful.
Marine violinist of the White House, Master Gunnery Sergeant Peter Wilson.
I'm kind of partial to Marines, by the way. Never heard it played so beautifully in my life. Thought that was a beautiful rendition. Probably going to start the Beer for Breakfast morning show with that from now on. I have to run it by my partner Tim first. He's very funny about music. Um, I like that. But so come on over here in the little chat and tell me what you think. Tell me what's pissing you off about Lake Placid, or Lake Grassy, or Lake June, or Lake Hunley, or Lake Okeechobee, or just shit, any lake, just about anywhere. I mean, this is YouTube. I got 365,000 people that should be, could be, and ought to be watching. And I don't, because I'm not known for this kind of thing. I'm known for my travel advice and silly short videos. But that's not what I'm doing right now. So I'm doing this instead. I'm also a songwriter. If you want to hear some of my songs, I'll let you play them. I'll play it for you. I have a special one from Lake Placid, just about Lake Placid. My wife likes it. You might like it too. I have to go check the French fries that are in the oven because we are a high-level, big-time crew here at Obscure Destinations Outdoors, where if you have travel questions involving any part of Florida, but preferably the places in Florida that you're not used to seeing, we're those people.
There's a place where the caladiums bloom, where the sunsets paint the sky in hues. Lake Placid's calling a quiet tune, with a heart so warm you'll never lose. Lake Placid, Florida, my sweet escape. Narrowed walls and crystal lakes, where the air smells like dreams in the making, and every step feels like a homecoming. From rolling fields to the citrus trees, to the art that whispers on the breeze. Each painted story tells a tale so true, of this little town where the old feels new. Lake Placid, Florida, my sweet escape. Narrowed walls and crystal lakes, where the air smells like dreams in the making, and every step feels like a homecoming. Oh, the stars shine brighter here. In this haven, life feels clear. With every ripple on the water's face, I find my heart in this sacred place. Lake Placid, Florida, my sweet escape. Narrowed walls and crystal lakes, where the air smells like dreams in the making, and every step feels like a homecoming. So here I'll stay till my days are done, basking in the glow of the southern sun. Lake Placid, you've got my soul. Forever with you I'll be whole.
Yep, that's a song I wrote about Lake Placid. I like Lake Placid a lot. One of my favorite places in Florida, and I am pretty sure to every corner of Florida that has a corner. And I was born and raised here. Other than my time in the military, I've always been here. And I will always come back here. And my plans is when I die, I will have my ashes sprinkled on the St. John's River with my wife on of course, she'll be dead too, on a paper boat. Just let us go up to St. John's River until the boat just dissipates and disappears. My wife said what's bugging her today is that the potatoes that I have in the oven are going to take 40 minutes to cook, and it's only been 5. And it already smells good. And she's going to just take a nap on the couch until this is done. But I could surely use the help in here. Talking, but it's too much cigar smoke in here for her in my little office, which is actually a pretty big office. My office here in my inside studio here in Lake Placid is probably about the size of someone in New York City's entire apartment, because you could definitely, I mean, I've got walk-in closets, walk-in bathrooms, showers, everything in here. You could literally live in here. You could put a hot plate in here and cook in here if you wanted to. Completely climate controlled. Thank God, because it's cold outside. To me, it's cold outside. Might not be cold out. To you, 40 something degrees might not be cold. 40 something degrees is very cold to me. I do not like it when it's that cold. As a matter of fact, typically I do not even go outside if it's under 70. That's why I live here. That's why I moved from Micanopy, Florida, down here, because it was too cold in Micanopy, Florida. Ocala was got snow one time. I was there when it happened, and I was not pleased. Actually, I was there twice when it happened. Once either in the late 80s or early 90s, because I tried to, like a dumbass, tried to drive up to Micanopy to see the rain, and there's a little town between the two called Citra, and my little car wouldn't go over the bridge getting you out of Citra, so I kind of got stranded there for about an hour. And I just sat there and listened to the radio and listened to people talk about snow, when all I was just done is stuck on the ice. So if you're in Lake Placid, around Lake Placid, like Lake Placid, have ever heard of Lake Placid, please tell me what you think. I love Lake Placid. You know, we have a clown college here with Toby and I think his wife. I don't know if it's his wife or not. They do some amazing things here. Very fun people. And you know, right down the road, south on 27 is Gatorama, which is one of my favorite places. You should check Gatorama out. You might like him. Ben is kind of a crazy guy. He gets OMG Wicks out there every once in a while. You can find him on YouTube. OMG Wicks is pretty funny. Really all depends on what you like and what you consider funny. But I like him. I think he's funny. You know, he kind of makes fun of Florida and the way people in Florida are, but in a tasteful way. He's never disrespectful, and he's always very funny. However, my wife doesn't find it very entertaining, which I thought was kind of crazy. But you know, you can't. You know what you might think is funny, other people might not think it's funny. So, like, Lassie, give me a call. Tell me what's bugging you. I'll put you on the air, or you can just type it in the chat, doohickey over here, and we can talk about it. The only thing that I can't think really of anything about Lake Placid that's bugging me, other than the weather and the local radio station plays Hugh Hewitt in the mornings. Other than that, you can do without both of those. There's a guy going up and down his motorcycle in Placid Lakes. Oh no, he hasn't. I haven't heard him do that in a couple of weeks. So either it's because he's cold or he finally got killed. I don't know. But he's riding a dirt bike at what sounds to be at about 65, up and down this road at night in a motorcycle that doesn't have headlights or brake lights on it. So he might have met his fate. That might be why we're not hearing him anymore. And if that's the case, I feel sorry for the people that he ran into, because that will be traumatic for them for the rest of their lives. I also do a PTSD stream at night. If you have PTSD problems, you can contact me, and it's an invite-only stream. We like to be mostly military. We have a lot more viewers there than we have here, because I've been building that stream for 18 years. These are all new things that I'm trying now, just to get, my groove back, because I'm kind of stranded at 365,000 subscribers, and I'd kind of like to boost myself up to at least 400. I only have 45,000 to go. And if I really tried, I could probably get there in a couple of days. But I know how to tingle the algorithm. I just don't know how to do it on the live streams. So I don't know. If someone doesn't start talking, I'll play more music. We got to do something here. It's been going on 26 minutes and no one says something. How about my lawsuit people? Sean, any of you people, say something, do something, think something. Pee in the corner, something. Everybody's got to do something. CNN is undergoing a significant restructuring, planning to lay off about 200 employees, which constitutes approximately 6% of its workforce. This move is part of a broader strategy under the CEO Mark Thompson to pivot towards a digital-first approach, focusing on expanding detailed subscriptions. No one's going to pay for CNN. I have to tell you, and reducing the cost for traditional TV operations. Hey, look, no one is going to. There are like 6 people in the world that are going to pay for a subscription to CNN. I feel that they have ruined their credibility. I remember back in the day, that was the go-to thing. You could wake up in the middle of the night, grab your coffee, go watch CNN and find out what's going on in the world. Well, you can't do that anymore. Now it's just what their opinions of what things are going on in the world. And Fox News is no better. None of them, they're all the same thing. They all just do garbage. And you can think about that for a minute until I'm going to play this here little song and go check my potatoes, because what's more important right now than anything to me is my wife making sure that I don't let her potatoes burn, because I love her, she loves me, and I would like to keep it that way. Because if I burn these potatoes, I'm pretty sure I will be in trouble. But she would have never say anything, of course. She would just say, well, you could have done better. But, here's my one of my songs. I don't think I like this singer.
The wind had stolen my soul as I stood alone on the hill. I pondered so many mysteries, the ones that haunt me still. My view of life was dim that day, a shadow cast across my chest. Would anyone really miss me if today I lay to rest? Oh, the emptiness comes and goes like the tide against my feet. Should I hide my heart away or go back to the game and compete? But I'll search for the soul that will touch my weary heart. And once I find that special one, I know we'll never part. Perhaps I was feeling down, despair wrapped around the air. It's not so easy needing love when no one's really there. Why do we feel so empty one day, then the next day feel complete? Should I lock my heart in silence or rise again to compete? Oh, the emptiness comes and goes like the tide against my feet. Should I hide my heart away or go back to the game and compete? But I'll search for the soul that will touch my weary heart. And once I find that special one, I know we'll never part. The wind can't.
I have people sing these songs. I write them and produce the music, and then everything else is farmed out. Some people like them, some people don't. But since no one's talking to me, we already covered that CNN is cutting costs. I don't think anyone's going to be. I don't think anyone's going to care. I don't think people watch CNN anymore. Not even. I know most Democrats don't even watch CNN, and most Republicans I know don't watch Fox. So I don't know where the hell these people are getting paid from. Someone's giving them their money though. They're getting money from somewhere. I don't know. I can tell you it's not from me. I can't even imagine someone paying just to get Fox News or just to get CNN. I always laugh because I'm in Lake Placid, Florida. I'm in a lot of these Lake Placid groups, and you've got these agitators. People like me call them dickheads, but they just want to go up there and stir up shit. And they'll say, "Well, if you watch Fox News, that makes you an idiot." Well, if you watch any news, that makes you an idiot, son. So I don't know. So do you think that was a Nazi salute that Elon did? I think that if you think that, you're probably pretty stupid. Yep, I said that out loud, and yep, I meant it. If you think that that was a Nazi salute, then you're retarded, and there's no helping you, and you have deeper problems than I can help you with. However, I think that I think Elon Musk has some issues that need to be dealt with that are way beyond anything me and you know how to deal with. I think that I think he's got ego issues. But if I had 65 bazillion, gazillion, trillion dollars, I'd do worse than that. I just like to. I just like people being friendly. That's all. I'm just a friendly guy. I don't. You know, I don't know how all of a sudden politics got so tangled and mangled, and perhaps they've always been tangled and mangled, and I just didn't pay attention. I mean, huh, I thought I never liked George Bush Senior. I always thought that I think that I have bad thoughts about him. But then I had bad thoughts about Clinton, and then I liked George W. Bush for the first 2 years, and then after being in combat because of his stupid ass decisions for almost 8 years straight, I kind of got tired of that. And I don't know if that was an email for me but it definitely wasn't one of you fine people calling. Um, oh, that was no, that was a long time ago. So I don't I don't know. It's just a crazy world that we're living in. I don't know why people can't just be decent to each other. I mean, I don't care. You know, it. We go. I think a lot of this shit started with social media, and I'm not one that hates social media. I think social media is great, but when you lay your heart out about everything that you feel, and you say, "Oh well, I feel this way about this uh, candidate or this political issue or this or this or this," that's shit we usually wouldn't talk about in public. Well, now everybody feels like they can go on Twitter and talk the biggest shit, or go on Facebook and talk the biggest shit. But guess what? At some point, especially when you're in these little small groups like the Lake Placid groups, you might meet us, and you might that same person you called an asshole, and you have your picture on your profile, you might get your split right open, right there in the middle of Winn-Dixie parking lot. I know a guy that did it and had it done to him, and I was not the guy that had it done to him, because you can only talk so much shit to people before heads get split. That's just how I feel about things. You have to learn a level of respect. You don't have to. You don't have to respect me, but you have to talk to me with respect, or you're going to stop talking to me, one way or the other. And that's just one of my simple rules. I don't. I don't advocate violence. I don't promote violence, and I frown upon violence. But if we're in public and you talk to me, you better talk to me right, or I'll teach you how to use your mouth a different way, mostly with wire on it. And that's not me being mean. That's what I treat you with respect. I hit everybody I see up there with a smile. I'm respectful. I'm kind to everybody. And typically, I was a Marine for 24 years. It's not in me to be nice to people, but I do it. I do it because that's what's required of me to live in a civil society. Is to forget all of that training that I had and just say, hey, everything's cool. Be friendly to your neighbor. I'm friendly to my neighbors, all of them. If I don't know you, I'm friendly to you. If I never am going to see you again, I make sure I hit you with a smile and I'm friendly to you. I try to be respectful. Most of the time, I don't even wear my Trump hat. Most of the time, I just wear, well, it's still a Trump hat, but you don't know it's a Trump hat. I had hats made up called uh, Operation America Freedom because we're always worried about Afghani freedom and Lebanon freedom and everybody else's freedom. Well, what about America freedom? So we need an Operation America Freedom. And I gave all those hats away because nobody understood it. And that's a shame. Nobody understood. I don't think there's. I think there's a lot of false pride. You go on these websites and all these places, and they say, "Oh, I love this and I love that," but they won't support their local businesses. Now, if you have 75,000 subscribers or followers on YouTube, I mean on Twitter, and you have an AI created picture of a pretty girl, then these, well, we call them simps. These guys will send you all the money in the world you need. They'll send you $25, $30 at a wop because they think that you might talk to them. That's because the hard dick has no conscience. And they have no guide. They can't think beyond their dick. And then you got women that do the same thing. They read a sad story and send some guy with a sick dog $65 billion. So I don't know. But we could vent this shit out all day long. I could talk about shit that's pissing me off all day long. I just wish somebody would call me so I didn't have to always make it about me. I don't want to be about me. I'll tell you something else, though, since we're not wanting it to be about me. I get all these people because I have a huge my YouTube channel is huge. It's especially for Florida, but Lake Placid. I'm at like I said earlier, I'm at almost 370,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And people always come and ask me to promote their products. Well, I will be happy to promote your product, but you have to be aware that if your product is a piece of shit, I'm going to say it's a piece of shit. And that rubs people wrong. They don't like that. That's what's bugging me. What's bugging me is people say, hey, we would like you to promote our product. And then I say, well, sure, I'll be glad to promote your product. Tell me what it is. And then I do. And then they'll send me a sample of it and it's garbage. And so when I review the product and I say it's a piece of garbage. So then they send me a bunch of, they're going to sue me emails and I shouldn't have said that emails. Well, here's the deal. Don't send me shit and ask me to sell your shit if your shit is garbage and then expect me to send it to the people that go out of their way to subscribe to my channel. I'm not doing it. I'm just not going to be that guy. And it should be about time to check my potatoes again. I always stress things when it's in my oven because every oven is different, and I'm kind of new to this oven, and I never know. You know, I'm always it's kind of sketchy with me. It's kind of dumb that I freak out so easily over this, but if I burn these potatoes, it's going to upset my wife. And I don't blame it because I would be upset too if I was looking forward to potatoes and my dumb ass burned them. Let's see here.
In the middle of the winter, when you need a vacation, come where the sun and the sand are waiting. Right down here at the bottom of the nation. I'm talking about Florida. Yeah, come on down to the Sunshine State. Bring your money, check out the place. Well, chances are you'll decide to stay. Hell, everybody else does. Yeah, there's 1,000 new residents coming down every day. They're all moving in and buying up the place. They're filling in the swamps to make some more space. And man, we're starting to need it. We got these snake farms and alligator wrestlers, more state executions than anywhere but Texas, plus shuffleboard and wet t-shirt concessions. Man, you gotta see it to believe it. Yeah, come on down to the Sunshine State and bring your money, check out the place. Chances are you'll decide to stay. Hell, everybody else does. Well, we're #1 in lightning strikes, snake bites, alligator and shark attacks, 1 million illegal aliens to sack the trash, clean toilets, wash dishes, and cut the grass. I'm telling you, it's heaven. We feature one golf course for every man, woman, and child. When we cut down the trees, man, you can see for miles. Don't it seem like a place you could kick back a while? Dude, it don't get no better. Yeah, come on down to the Sunshine State. Bring your money, check out the place. Well, chances are you'll decide to stay. Hell, everybody else does. Well, there's federally subsidized sugar plantations that are bigger and richer than most European nations. They own the politicians and hire all the Haitians. It's what you call a sweet deal. Everybody thought it was some kind of joke when we said it ain't over till your brother counts the votes. But 8 years later, man, they're still blowing smoke. It's what you call a state steal. Come on down to the Sunshine State. Bring your money, check out the place. Chances are you'll decide to stay. Hell, everybody else does. Our school system rates higher than Mississippi and Louisiana, and though we're not up there with Arkansas and Alabama, 10% of our children spend time in the slammer, and that's gotta count for something. You see, we ain't got no state income tax, cause we just screw the tourists to make up for that. It's a service-based economy that keeps us fat, that and a lot of fried bullet. Come on down to the Sunshine State. Bring your money, check out the place. Chances are you'll decide to stay. Hell, everybody else does. Come on down to the Sunshine State. Bring your money, check out the...
That's a little song I like. I'll tell you what really is bugging my wife and my neighbor Jody is people that don't know how to use their blinkers or your signal indicators or your turn signals or whatever you want to call them. I'm basically blind, so I don't drive much. The last time I did, I wrecked my car, or my wife's car. Not bad, just a little bent. All I was trying to do is pull into the driveway, so that's why I don't drive. The problem, I mean, like, my wife does almost all the driving, and especially if she sees a deputy or a police officer that doesn't use her blinker or that cop blinker, she writes the car number down and calls the cops on them and tells on them. And Jody is a food delivery person, like does that Grubhub and Uber Eats and all of that. They're trying to get jobs done, and then you've got these dumbasses out there that just they don't use their blinkers. They don't even try. I mean, when you're moving from lane to lane, if you don't let someone know, then you get mad because they run up on your ass. That's on you, dumbass. That's how I feel about it. And if you think I'm wrong, call me and tell me. We can argue about it. I'm not going to argue with you, though. I'm trying to make potatoes. My wife's hungry. I got to make my neighbors some cornbread, I think. Unless my co-host here at Beer for Breakfast Morning Show lied to me, they really like my cornbread, and so do I. So I'm probably going to make them some more. And this is boring as fuck, so I'm out.